here in Hawaii for the HCCA annual meeting.
Everybody!
Let me start again.
What about you, sir?
I'm Gary.
Gary.
I'm from San Francisco.
I heard you make chocolate, is that true?
I do make chocolate. We're 150 years old this year.
That's awesome.
So yeah, we were pioneers back in San Francisco and are still working on getting better. But I think the important thing that I see in a lot of the industry is most people look at productivity aside from flavor. And it's really important to identify the trees that have good flavor, because you might pick a tree that looks like a great producer and it tastes lousy.
From Lidgate Farms, and I am a cocoa producer.
I'm Seneca Klassen. I'm a farmer and chocolate maker for Lonohana State Chocolate here on Oahu.
I'm just stoked to be surrounded by a lot of people that are excited about the same things I'm excited about, so it's good.
It's exciting to be here in Hawaii for the HCCA annual conference and see what's going on. I'm Greg from Dandelion Chocolate, and we hope to make chocolate from Hawaiian cacao someday.
I'm Sonia. I work for Maru Chocolate in Vietnam, and we make 100% Vietnamese chocolate from different regions of the country, separated to different origin bars. So we're here in Hawaii to learn about cacao cultivation and fermentation in a different part of the world, how they do things here, so we can take the information back to our farmers.
I'm here at a conference to learn about the cacao production in Hawaii and to set up experience exchange relationships, and to the benefit of my project, which is the mocha projects that I'm implementing in Ivory Coast.
My name is Chuck Kirshner from Zorzel Cacao. So besides enjoying this beautiful island with my family, we decided to come to the Cocoa Conference, and it's thrilling to see production and the attention at such a small scale. In the Dominican Republic, we have a farm, it's about 1,000 acres, we produce cocoa beans, but it's much larger scale. So it's super exciting to see this starting out, this much information and knowledge in the industry. And yeah, just looking forward to seeing how Hawaiian cacao grows over the years. Industry really talks in metric, and just from like planting distances, feet, acreage, exporting, how much chemicals are applied per hectare, everything is in metric.
You might remember that President Kennedy was into the metric system, but he was killed off,
How many acres do you think there are?
Planted?
Yes.
I would think there's we said that there was 128 acres planted.
I think you said 350?
350 is what we think it's going to be in 5 years.
I'm Kathy King. I'm the state statistician. So I actually sent out a survey last year that had cacao on it. It was called the Tropical Specialty Survey. And one of the things I wanted to say was, on all the crops that I included, the cacao had the largest number of trees to be planted in 2017.
The goal of this is there's so many small growers we know around the state that are trying to solve the same problems. We want to give them a jump start in terms of their access to the best management practices and kind of key decision-making points for growers to make sure their operation can be as profitable as possible.
Arboreal ojai, so it's Sesbania tomentosa, but it's a special form from Omomi Molokai up in the hills that grows maybe 15 feet and creates an unreal topsoil when you plant this before you put your cacao in. The cacao really love to grow under this.
Like that, but as a general rule, people let their trees get really, really high. We already talked about how this is really inefficient for harvest. It's inefficient for quality because you just miss pods and you damage them. And so what you want to do is 3-4 times a year do a light maintenance sprint where you're really not cutting off more than 5 or 10% of all of the leaves. And then at the end of the harvest, you come in and really do this serious prune. If that heavy prune, you're only taking off 30-40% of the wood, you can keep that cycle going and always access your pods. But if you wait until 15 years and the trees already have big scaffold limbs, you're going to be going through with a chainsaw. So I'm not saying it's irreversible, but I think something that really needs to be emphasized, because what's going to kill you in the end is labor.
And I'm now over here at Kualoa Ranch. I love this industry, and I think the agriculture industry in general has a future. This is a perfect crop and opportunity to keep the agriculture in Hawaii going.
And be obsessed with quality. Post-harvest processing in the making. So fermentation requires a certain critical mass. There are folks that you can speak to in this room about fermentation to really get your fermentation great. Great fermentation is the hallmark of excellent cacao, and to have cacao that can stand up in the Cocoa of Excellence Awards, you're going to need to master this step. And also great making. I feel personally very lucky to have had exposure to some great makers, currently working with Manoa Chocolate right now. You guys saw their operation. We make chocolate that tastes really good compared to some of the best chocolate in the world. And I want farmers to know, what does butyric acid smell like? What does phenolic acid smell like? Why does my cocoa taste smoky, right? What can happen in over-fermentation? What does under-fermentation look like? How do I do a cut test? So I want all of us to be dangerous with cacao fermenting. And any steps that we can take towards that are going to directly benefit us. We need to take inputs from everywhere in the world and incorporate these and to our knowledge.